I'm Ellis Martin. Join me for a conversation with Derek Wood, the president of Tocvan Ventures Corporation, trading in Canada on the CSE as TOC and in Germany on the Frankfurt Exchange as TV3. Tocvan Ventures is an early-stage natural resource company formed to acquire, explore, and for economic and shareholder interest, develop mineral properties. The company has two projects under development: the Pilar Gold Project in the gold-producing Sonora Region of Mexico, and the Rogers Creek property in the Lillooet mining district of Southwestern British Columbia. Derek, welcome back to the program.
Thanks. Good to see you, Alice.
We've got some news at the Pilar Project in the prolific Sonora Gold District in Mexico. Tell us about Phase 2.
Sure. So it's the second batch of results on the Phase 2 drill program. First results were released in the middle of June. These ones came out just about a week ago. And it's exciting news. It's the known area of mineralization. We've now extended in two different directions by 100 meters. So it makes the size and scope of the project bigger as we work towards going towards a bulk sample.
Well, when you have a nice epithermal system like that with gold at surface, you really don't know how far down the gold is. It's a really good sign.
Yeah, and right now we're only looking to 150 meters. What we want to do is prove out this oxide cap. When we got the property, we analyzed all the results from previous operators, and we determined that there was likely an economic open pittable resource at surface. And now we're just trying to make that bigger and show economics. So it's really exciting just that every step of the way we've de-risked this and shown it to be bigger, better scope, and we're getting more and more comfortable that we're going to be able to show economics just on the open pittable resource. And then we think we can create the cash flow to explore the rest of the property and other properties. We just recently acquired another property in the Sonora state of Mexico as well.
By creating cash flow, you mean if you find enough at surface, you're going to go ahead and mine that and bring that revenue into the company instead of diluting the share structure, which I know you're not a big fan of doing.
No, I'm not. We do everything we can to keep the structure as tight as possible. There's a lot of risk in mining, and we want to make sure there's a lot of reward. And you and I have talked about this before, but it's one of the things we're proud of is we've done all this. We've gone through two phases of drilling now, and we still only have 28.6 million shares issued outstanding. And we're still, by the way, expecting one more batch of assays that we're waiting for on this program. So things are going phenomenally. It's a great testament to the great exploration team.
So I've got a question for you. This might be off topic, but maybe not. I've been to the Sierra Madres. I've been to Sonora State. I know for a fact there's a lot of silver and copper in those hills. What happens if you come across it? What are you going to do with it? Call it gold equivalent, or is that just another issue separately?
No, we certainly would. And one thing that we did before we even started to do the more expensive phases of exploration, which is drilling, is we did detailed soil sample, rock samples, geophysics, IP surveys. And we actually came across a section never before explored on the property that had a huge silver at surface in rock. Epithermals are very often associated with gold and silver. So far in this oxide portion, it remains mostly gold, but we're only looking at one part of the property here, and there could likely be silver here. Would we call it gold equivalent? If it was economic, I guess it wouldn't really matter. But yeah, we'll cross that bridge. Hopefully when we come to it, we find some big silver numbers, and that would make it even more exciting play.
And this isn't your only project in Mexico. You have the El Picacho.
Yeah, it's a wonderful, exciting project. We got a pretty good deal on it. Somebody was paying attention to the work that the team was doing on Pilar, and it came from a company that was like to call property rich and a little bit cash poor. You know, they'd been through the downturn in the mining cycle, and they had focused elsewhere. They still liked the property. We did a great deal on there where we have a lot of flexibility on when we have to do exploration on it. It's a big target. It's a very large property right near the San Francisco mine, which is a stated resource of 3 million ounces of gold. And when Brody, the VP exploration, and Rodrigo, the exploration manager down in Mexico, did their analysis on it and everything, they came up with some really exciting theories how they think that this is, it's almost drill target ready now. We want to get started on it, but it'd be really nice to do it a cash flow so we could leave the share structure nice and tight and ripe for a big win for shareholders. So
tell us about the share structure of the company for those new to the broadcast.
There's only, as of today, I think about 28.6 million shares issued outstanding. And then we got about 1.2 million warrants that are quite a bit in the money, but that would put almost $1 million in treasury if those were to get exercised. We have been approached by some different financing ideas and potential partners. We want to make sure that we're doing the financing, not just to get the money in the treasury, but with the right type of financing or partners that believe in our long-term strategy. which is to build a multi-property, cash-producing exploration and production play.
So you are, for sure, intended to be a production play.
Well, you can never say for sure, Ellis. This is mining, and there's, what do they say, many a slip between a cup and a lip. But when we first got Pilar Project and got a property in Mexico, we evaluated, like 100 different properties. And when we modeled all of the exploration previous operators had done on it, we determined that looks like an open pitable oxide story already. It needed some more work. We had to confirm it. We're comfortable. We're getting more and more comfortable that it will be, but to say for sure will really come after the bulk sampling. Our job is to make sure that the shareholders are going to get rewarded significantly if it is a success. We're getting closer and closer to that dream.
Fair enough, and that's really good to hear. It's great catching up with you today, Derek. I wish you all the best. I look forward to more news when you have those assay results in.
Just to let you know, too, I talked to you, too, that we had applied for listing down in the United States, and we're almost there. We have a ticker symbol now. We're just waiting for what they call DTC eligibility to make it easy for people to transact in our stock. And just to let you know that that's moving along, too. We expect to have that completed in a couple of weeks.
In the meantime, I'd like to remind our listeners around the world and in the United States that if you are interested in becoming a shareholder, just contact the company and they'll direct you to a broker in Canada or elsewhere that can help you out.
That's another thing you can do as well. So thanks a lot. Thanks, Ellis.
I've been speaking with Derek Wood, the president of Tocvan Ventures Corporation, trading in Canada on the CSE as TOC and in Germany on the Frankfurt Exchange as TV3. Visit the company's website, tocvan.com. That's TOCVAN.com. I'm Ellis Martin.
Subscribe to the Ellis Martin Report. It's free. Go to ellismartinreport.com and fill in the easy pop-up window.